And good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the last day of January 2025. I am your host, Todd. How are you doing today, folks? Today's topic: 5 common mistakes to avoid in Spiritwear sales. Spiritwear stores. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. But first, I need to know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, what the weather is like in the area. It's cold and rainy here. So that's a plus. I'm feeling better, but I will tell you, if you catch this and it turns into the walking pneumonia, just rest. Just work, rest, work, rest. Don't try and overexert yourself because you're just going to make things worse. So I feel we're at the tail end of it, coughing up stuff. You don't want to know that. But get rest, lots of fluids, water in the cup. We're pounding water today, folks. And 5 things. We've got DTF that needs to go out, stickers that need to go out, invoicing that's now done. I've got calls because we've got this one. Then we've got our mentorship call. Then I have my mentorship call. And then working on the webinar because we are having a webinar on Wednesday, February 5th already. And this is all going to be about Spiritwear stores. So, of course, I have to put that link in the comments down here. So that way you can come register to join us. It is going to be at what time? It's Wednesday, February 5th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Limited seats are available because we are doing a Zoom one. So make sure to get in there. I will be selling you something at the end. It will be my course of everything that we've done to build our business into what it is. It will have templates. It will have instructions. It will have action steps. It will have everything in there, and we're going to develop that out. That's part of working with my mentor today to flesh all that together. But that's not going to lie to you. You have plenty of great information in that Spiritwear thing, but if you really want to grow a Spiritwear business, this is the part you need to be in. So let's check in and see how people are doing. Kelly, good morning to you. Got some rain and some strong coffee in the cup. So you need the rain, right? Because it hadn't rained there I know it had rain, but right, Southern California, so rain there. We're like getting the creek by our house is coming out of its banks. We're getting pounded with rain, which thank everything that it is not colder and it's snow because we probably have like 4 feet of snow out there. Strong coffee in the cup. What kind of coffee are we drinking? Jose, good morning to you, my friend. How have you been? What's up, Chuck? Good morning from sunny Florida. And hey, remember, make sure to share this. Sharing's caring, folks. Jeff, good morning. 50 and wet there in Northern Kentucky. Diet Coke in the cup. 5 things. Yep. Same as always. Rye, what's going on, my man? Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday to you, too. Chuck doesn't have a cup yet. Darren, good to see you. How have you been, my friend? Barb, good morning to you from North Central Minnesota. 21 and cloudy. Water in a cup. 5 things: invoicing, review, February schedule, embroidery, sewing, alterations, print tattoos. Ooh, Barb's print tattoos. Oh, Barb, I went down. I'll share it in our Discord. I came across a tattoo printer that just goes like that. Oh man, no, I'm not kidding it by any means. I don't, but it was something fun to look at, and my daughter is into tattoos, so I was like, hey, what do you think about this? And you can just try stuff out and see what it looks like. Anyway, fun thing there. This week we did tattoos as well. It's not something that I forget about. It's just during this usually October, yeah, but probably November because we'll still do tattoos for Halloween stuff. November through January we don't do a whole lot of tattoos, but starting in February you usually pick back up. So I need to make sure I'm producing plenty of content on that, just along with everything else: our signs, banners, decals. We're going into spring. Last day here. Punxsutawney Phil on Sunday. What do we think? Is he going to see a shadow? 6 more weeks of winter? Probably. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with that. Beth, good morning. North Central Nebraska, where it's sunny, 26 degrees, water in the cup. Jerry, good morning, everybody. Good morning to you too, Jerry. Remember, here is the link for Save Your Seat. Go there for the webinar, free webinar this Wednesday, 7 p.m. It'll be here before we know it. Rye's got coffee in a cup. It's supposed to rain the next 6 days there in Cali. Woo! Just watching you while drawing blueprints. I want to quit. Right? for those that don't know, I took computer drafting in college, and I was, and along with that, I do a lot of blueprints. We did a lot of like deconstruction, reconstruction of things. Took drafting in that in the high school. In fact, I just seen a drafting table for sale on Marketplace. I was like, man, I should totally get that. And Corey's like, what the F for? And I'm like, I love those tables, the way they just sit and come up here. I miss it, but I don't think I could do it every day. So, Rye, good for you. And now you don't even do that so much, right? You just do everything online and then you just print it off on the big printers. Is that how it all works? Been out of it for so long. Tim, good morning to you. Flat glass job and coffee in the cup. Tim and those flat glass jobs. He rocks it. In fact, I just recommended somebody to do that the other day. They were asking me about graphics, and I said for what the size was and what they're doing. I'm like, why don't you just see about getting the windows tinted? That's what I would do. Hi, Jerry, Beth, Rye, Jeff, Chuck, Kelly. Was it in Darren from Barb? And Rye says, also, since everybody hated my Omni video, I'm going to respond to that video. Yeah, buddy. Nobody hated it. We just, those that know. That's all. Hi, Tim from Barb. Rena, good morning. Coffee in the cup. It's chilly 39 in SoCal. The list is crazy. Trying to get ready for Vegas. I'm glad I did not schedule Vegas because I still feel like trash. And I'm seeing so many people that got sick at Long Beach that are now feeling this, that I can imagine it's going to happen in Vegas too. So glad I really didn't. So, Rena, I'm going to need updates from you on classes and how everything goes in the new event space. And that's what I need from you, Rena. Darren, I registered for a webinar, but I have surgery that morning, so I still may be out of it. Well, 7 minutes, but we'll get you the replay of it too, Darren. No problem there. Hi, Barb, Jeff, Todd, Rye, Tim, Beth, Jenny, Chuck, it all who entered. Cherry, very nice of you. And Kelly, Kelly can always use the rain. Really needed it now in SoCal. Good morning, Barb. Howdy, Jerry, Barb, and the rest of the kids from Jeff. And Barb says, we're going to have a winter no matter what Phil says. I want it to warm up. I want it to warm up. The rain is teasing us here. We get, in fact, I just, a special weather alert just came across. I bet it's about our apps. When they do this, sometimes they are great and they have a lot of information. Other times they'll just show a radar thing and they won't put it a special weather statement. And that's all it says. I don't even think it's just, yep, we're just getting pounded with more rain, and they just show the radar. That's all it is. So good times. Get it. Can't find those drafting tables anymore. What am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? I don't need it. But maybe if I could build something, just build your own, right? But man, I felt like Mr. Brady, when I had mine in high school. It was cool. It was fun. Kelly says, finishing final details for APA, finish 3 large shirt orders, banking and invoicing, get quotes out, follow up with others, finish half a wrap for race car. Kelly's all over it today. Flat glass jobs make the rock. That is true, Jeff. Flat glass jobs do make the rock and the world go round, right? The cough is no joke. And there's so much that, like, in the morning it really hits me. I'm in the shower and I think just from steam, and it's loosening everything up. I'm like, oh, is my lung gonna come out? It's not there. Now I kind of got a stuffy nose, which means I'm breathing more through my mouth, which means that's drying out more. So I'm continuously taking drinks. It is just not fun. Yeah, you're welcome, Ryan. There's nothing fun about canceling a trip 12 hours before your flight leaves and knowing that you're not getting all your money back. And even with that, like I said, okay, well, maybe we'll just transfer this over to Vegas. Well, the problem is we have to, we got airline credits. So we can use it, and we could have used that airline to go to Vegas. It was $670 more to use that airline than the typical airline we would use. So I'm like, well, right there, that cancels that out. So we'll use that later on. So yeah, not fun at all. Alan, good morning, my friend. Rain and sleep there in New York. Everybody's getting, some rain today. I'm waiting to see if the insurance company is going to inspect the roof after tree damage. Oh, Alan, we dealt with that 4 years ago, and it was just not fun at all. Not fun at all. So good luck with that. Okay, today's topic: common mistakes to avoid in spiritware stores. All right, because running a successful store is going to require more than just great designs. It's about managing those timelines, pricing things correctly, communicating effectively, and we really want to maximize those sales opportunities, right? So we're going to go into what I feel are probably the 5 most common mistakes that apparel decorators make when running these stores, and more importantly, how we can avoid those. So one of the biggest things I see is over promising deadlines. Oh, like that's one of the biggest mistakes in our business that you can make. It's over promising on deadlines, under delivering, right? Because you don't know what you don't know what you don't know until it happens, right? So those late deliveries, they can kill your reputation, right? It can frustrate your customers. It can lead to loss of sales in the future. So it is always better to pad your timelines, to build in that extra time for production, shipping, any unseen delays. So if your typical thing is, let's say, 7 to 10 business days, hey, it reminds me, I got to write down something somebody said to me, and I got to ask him about it. But if your typical time is 7 to 10 business days, hey, it's 10 to 15 business days. It just makes it like, here, we got that extra time there. Because let's say, a school orders 200 shirts for a playoff game, but the supplier delayed them to you, which causes you to miss your delivery date, and now the shirts are useless. What do you do? Right? A lot of schools, you're waiting on a payment from them. So if you didn't deliver a product on time, they're not going to pay for a product they can't use. So now you're stuck. You're stuck because you paid for stuff, you decorated, you have it, and now you can't do anything with it. Another example, they expect a rush order because you said yes without checking your production schedule, lead times, product in stock. We're looking at this right now because I've got the pocket, the hoodless hoodie, the pocket sweatshirt. What do we want to call these? The pocket sweatshirt or the hoodless hoodie? Regardless, they wanted some, and I was like, hey, here's what we're doing for colors, and here's what's available. So here's how we can make this work. You tell me what the best thing is, but we cannot do it the way that you want it. And prior to that, I would have been like, yeah, black, sure, not a problem. Glad I looked, because we're not able to do it. So on this, when it comes to rush orders, one of the things that we do is we're like, hey, providing everything goes as planned. We order, everything is in stock. We ship, they ship, and they get it here the next day. This all needs to happen for us to do it. We'll keep you informed every step of the way, but look at those timelines and realistically, be real with yourself. Don't push yourself. Make sure that So what you need to do is add that buffer time to your production schedule. Like I said, if you say it's 7 to 10 days for a typical turnaround time, then 10 to 15 business days. That way, if something comes up, you're still able to deliver on time. So that's one. That's one of the mistakes, is overpromising on that. Number 2 is going to be ignoring trends. So Spiritwear customers, especially schools teams, they want fresh, cool, new designs. So if you're still doing those outdated fonts and clip art style mascots, or an overused layout, your sales might suffer. And why is that? Well, because they've seen the same stuff last year, and the year before, and the year before, and the year before, and the year before. So even though you have new kids coming into the school, there might be an opportunity to keep a same classic design, and that your classic collection, or best sellers, you want to make sure that you're adding new stuff in there for the people that are still on there. So staying on top of those current design trends, the apparel styles, it can really keep your stuff, exciting, relevant. Like these, we started showing these off more. The hoodless hoodie, the pocket crew neck, and we're getting orders for them because they're like, oh, I like that. And so, we just show off. Here's what we can do. We're adding it to every store that we can, and it works out really well. So, some examples of this. A team wants, like a new modern, like streetwear inspired hoodie, right? But your mock-up is only here. Here's the same thing that we have. Oh, okay. Well, maybe they're shopping around. They're going to end up at a competitor. Maybe you're continually only offering those basic cotton tees, or a 50-50 blend. Well, maybe, the guy down the street is using, a ring spun, a tri blend. They're offering other options for it, something different. So maybe they'll go there because, oh, hey, these are some fresh new things, some things we're not, we haven't seen before. So, what's out there? What can you offer? So one of the ways that you can make sure you're not doing this is, follow your industry. Now, check interest, because I got two things in my head. Check Instagram, check prints, check Pinterest and Instagram, TikTok. Look and see what's out there for design inspirations. Etsy is a good place where you can type in your school mascot logo and you can see, hey, what are some things on there? Now, is there an opportunity for me to recreate that in my own style? Don't like the layout a little bit of this, want to change a few things. Can I just buy that file for commercial use? What are some things to do there? What am I seeing out there that we can offer? The next is ask your customer what they want. What do you want? What are you seeing? Can you send me some options? Can you send me some pictures and we can do that? So maybe do, a quick poll, of this and that. Hey, what do you think of this logo versus this logo? What do you think of that? Put some trending things out there and see what people come back with. So, oh, excuse me. So that's 1 and 2. Let's see. What do we got there? Cindy checking in. Morning. I'm drinking 40-ounce energy. Woo! Soggy out. I'm waiting for FedEx and cutting fair. My lungs like me so far this morning. Cindy, cheers to you. Hopefully you're on the mend as well. Rena, hoodless hoodie. What do we call this? Is it the pocketed crew neck? Is it the hoodless hoodie? Hoodless hoodie. I like it. You tell me. What are we calling this? Sticking with hoodless hoodie until somebody outvotes me, right? And Jenny says, I'm running late today. Hi, everyone. It's raining and 37 degrees. Water in the cup. Jenny, thanks for stopping by. And hi, Jenny from Jerry. Okay, so 1 and 2. Over-promising deadlines, ignoring trends. How do you feel about those so far? Next one is going to be something that I know in the beginning that we were that people, and we learned as we went. And that's why I said the part of when we're building out this Spiritwear course is we're going to go through all of our mistakes and hopefully help you avoid them. So that's why, you'll get a taste of it in the Spiritwear webinar this coming Wednesday, February 5th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But underpricing. So many people make that mistake of setting their prices too low, so they can attract new customers. But this can lead to little to no profit or even losses. You ever had a loss on a job? I have. It is because I wasn't paying attention. Because we need to make sure that we're covering our material costs, that we're covering our labor, that we're covering our shipping to get things there. And we still need to make a reasonable margin. Let me say this nice and clear. I'm going to take a drink so I can put this out there. Profit is not a dirty word. Everybody say that to yourself. Profit is not a dirty word. You will deserve to get paid for your knowledge, for your skill, for work. If you do not price things correctly, you are going to work harder for less money. So, things that the way that, this can happen in underpricing is, a school fundraiser, expects a percentage or a dollar amount, for their sales. That's what we do. Hey, you're making X per item on this. Well, hey, your pricing's too low. You barely break even or lose money because you didn't take everything into account. School doesn't care. Hey, you told me I was going to get $5 for every shirt. Where's my money? They don't care. They want there. You offer those bulk discounts without calculating your costs and actually knowing what it costs you to produce an item. And so what happens? That large order that you discounted because you're like, I want this job, ends up costing you money. So what do you need to do? Use, a cost-based formula that will include things like your material cost, your labor, your overhead, and profit margin, right? Profit margin. I'd say aim for at least 30 to 50% markup. You want it to be profitable. There's no reason you shouldn't be. Every job should. We had a conversation this morning with somebody where they're like, these are ridiculous prices. How are people selling it at it? And when you start looking at it, I said, look at their other stuff they're posting. They're trend chasers. They have no clue what it costs them in business. Don't worry about them. So don't worry about what your competition is selling stuff at for. When people say, what would you price this at? I can't answer that because I don't know what your costs are. I can give you what we would sell it for, but I can't say this is what you should sell it for because my numbers are completely different from yours. But you should be making sure that you are making profit on every single job that you put out the door. The next one thing to avoid is bad communication, because clear communication with customers are crucial in our business. It just is. If customers don't get updates about their orders, they get anxious. We've all had that customer that would email every day, send a message every 10 minutes, going on with this, So what ends up happening is it leads to unnecessary inquiries, those 30 messages with it. Or even, hey, I haven't heard from you. I need to cancel this order. Use somebody else. Whoa. No, you don't. Just keep them informed throughout the process. It's going to build trust and ensure that there's that smooth process with it. So, like this, a customer emails you, a few times about their order status because they didn't receive an update. And a lot of ours, as we go through the process and hit the buttons, they get alerted. Your order is processing. Your order is printing. Your order is ready for ship. Your order is shipped. Here's your tracking. So there's a lot of information that goes into that. So they are being notified. We're keeping them up to date on things. A delay happens. We've all ran into this. Shipping things don't show up on time. But instead of informing a customer, you wait, and it leads to frustration or negative experience. If customers expect something and things are looking like they're going bad, be like, hey, typically we get this here and we haven't seen it yet, so we're going to see what's going on with it. We'll keep you up to date. Be proactive with it. So things that we have is, in our team stores with Chipley is there's those automatic emails in there, order received, in production, shipped, delivered. In Equid, when we're building stores in there, we can do that same thing, processing, going through, shipping, whatever it can be, everything's in there. So be proactive, and being proactive is going to reduce that customer anxiety, and it's going to build loyalty is what it's going to do. So where are we on things? Questions, comments, and concerns while the dog decides to go 8-0 over there with it. Let's see. And Jerry said guilty. See, Jerry, we're all the same, right? You vote Pocket Crew. We're the Pocket Crew. Hoodless hoodie. And Jenny says, I just had this conversation. She was charging $28 for a decorated hoodie. I charge $33 for the same and get it all day. Yeah. Like, she's leaving $5 on the table on it. You are not. So at the end of the day, 100 hoodies, you made $500 more than her. Right? That's how it works. And Barb's getting her hellos into Jenny, Rena, and Cindy. Okay. So let's hit back through it. Number one was over-promising on deadlines. Number two was ignoring those trends. 3 was underpricing. 4 was communication. And 5, this is one that, unless you're really doing it, you don't really think about it. But it's failing to upsell, right? Because many of us, I am not a, I'm not somebody who hasn't done this. It's happened to me, but many of us leave money on the table by failing to, offer add-ons or upsells. Customers may be looking to order, like, Jenny, here's a team hoodie, but hey, can we do something with, here's a matching t-shirt or long sleeve or a hoodless hoodie or a bag or a hat or a water bottle? If you're not presenting these options to them, they might buy them elsewhere. They might not know that you do things. Oh, I just thought you did apparel. I didn't know that you could do bags or hats or stickers or, right? So, a team, a team or school, they order, team shirts, right? So, here, but you never offered them, hey, we can do joggers and stocking caps too. Oh, I didn't know that. We were going to go somewhere else for it. We just thought you did shirts. Oh, you sell custom items, but you don't mention, that you can do embroidery for, a more premium look. We have businesses that where we will do, all the T-shirts and things and screen print and the polos for the sales guys. Same logo, it's just embroidered. It gives it that nicer finished look, and it was an option that we threw out there. And like, okay, here we go. Here's what we can do for it. So, what can you do with it? Actually, the thing that you can do is make sure that you're always, presenting them some kind of other offer. During the design phase, during whatever, hey, we can put a bundle together for them so that they can do on this. Would you like to add this to the store? Would you like to add a tumbler? Like in our typical, when we're building the Equid store, now that it's only 5 products, we can do a T-shirt, a long sleeve, a crew neck, a hoodie, a tumbler. So we can do that. We can do some variations. You can, whether it's a hoodless hoodie or a pocketed crew, you can add that in there. We can make things work, but with those 5, we can get a lot done with it. Maybe you only offer 3 of those: a T-shirt, a long sleeve, and a hoodie. And then now we're going to offer a hat and a tumbler. So we can do that. Upsell, offer some other things in there. What are some things that we can put in there and make work for it? So that's what we got for you. These are your 5 common mistakes to avoid in your Spiritwear stores: over-promising on deadlines, ignoring trends, underpricing, communication, failing to upsell. So I'm interested in you. What do you think of those 5? Did I miss anything? Is there anything that's there too much with it? Let me know in the comments here. And Barb says, I think too many people try to match their pricing with undercut rates on Etsy. Absolutely. We're seeing in DTF where somebody just this morning said that they saw somebody advertising that they were selling stuff under 75 cents. And they're like, how can they make money from that? And we're like, well, they're from Turkey. They're shipping, their times are longer. There's things like this. We just can't worry about that. I know that we are not the lowest price out there on DTF. I know we're also not the highest price on there. But I know that if you order today, that there's a good chance your order will go out today. If not, it goes out on Monday. If you're in our 1-day ship, that means you have it the next day. So, we know where our lane is. We know that we focus on, great quality prints. We know that we focus on, getting quick turnaround time with it. And if you're in that 1-day ship, you order today, you have it tomorrow type of thing. On the Spiritwear side of things, we know that, here's our timelines for things. We're going to get them in your hands. We're going to be able to work through you with this process. We are just not some big company, that doesn't care about you or your organization. We donate to local programs. We help out. This is what we do. So, there's different ways to handle all that through there. But that's what we got. Now we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're watching after the fact, make sure to comment, tune replay. Make sure to like and subscribe so you'll be notified when we go live. Next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard. Wednesday, we have the Spiritwear show. We'll still continue our Spiritwear chats on Monday and Wednesday. Also, Monday, we're going to talk about February's book. Let me grab that in it. February for our book club is February book read, The War of Art. I have not read this one, so I'll be interested to see how it is. Break through the blocks and win your inner creative battles. So that's going to be February's book. I will drop that in the comments here so you can make sure to copy and paste and go do that if you be so inclined. We'll of course, I'll talk a little bit about it Monday, and because I'm going to start reading it this weekend. So we'll go from that. All right. And that's it for today's show. We'll be back on Monday. Everybody have an amazing weekend because, hey, get out there after it. We've got Royal Rumble this weekend, closet wrestling fan. We got Royal Rumble this weekend. We got Super Bowl next weekend. So we got a lot of stuff going on. You guys have an amazing weekend, and I'm finding the button, and I got to hit that. So peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time. Maybe. Oh, there it is. There it goes. See you guys.